So we've just wrapped up the day number 3 of the 2017 VCI Powered by AM Engines Florida Winter Tour Rotax MAX Challenge Weekend. My name's Xander Clements here with the MAXSpeed Entertainment official live broadcast crew, bringing you the wrap-up at the end of the final day of competition here in Palm Beach. We've had a 2-week stay here between the Rock Cup USA edition and now with the Rotax MAX Challenge Weekend of the Florida Winter Tour, and we had 6 classes on the running order today. The first one, Rotax Junior Max. At 30-plus drivers, we had about a 6-kart breakaway out in front. Eduardo Barrichello and Tyler Gonzalez went toe-to-toe. It sent Barrichello farther back in the field, and Gonzalez, after crossing the line first, received a penalty that put him behind Barrichello. This promoted Thomas Nepvu, who actually flipped in heat number 3, having a different helmet, a different suit, and a completely fixed-up go-kart, cannibalized from all the new parts they had to put on it. He went all the way up to second behind Gonzalez across the line and was promoted to the win after Gonzalez received his penalty. After that, we went into our Rotax Mini-Max class, which was dominated by Justin Arsenault. Dale Curran was the next driver, the second best overall, but he got into an incident off the start with Santiago Trusini trying to make up a few spots after a poor pre-final finishing position. That handed the win to Justin Arsenault. He actually spun out of the lead in the first or second lap through turn number 1. Came back through the field, was able to work his way back by Aiden Fox, and he would go on to win with a commanding margin of victory over the comp car driver. Our third group on the weekend was the Rotax DD2 Max class, and it also had quite a bit of action, but it ended in the same way with Jeff Kingsley getting a huge gap as they continue to battle for second. Multiple drivers getting taken out in a couple of first turn incidents and incidents later on in the race, but Kingsley a dominating win for PSL Karting in the DD2 Max division. Moving into the last half of our day with the Rotax Micromax class, we had quite a show. M.O. Fittipaldi took a dominating win in the pre-final, but in the main event, James Agozi took him to school, and through the final couple of laps, we saw some great racing action between the youngest drivers in the field, at least out of our winners today, and M.O. Fittipaldi unfortunately was unable to hold on as Agozi put a great few moves in the final lap to come away with the win in his Kuna USA entry. Class number 5 on the order was the Rotax Masters Max class, which normally, either in Masters Max or Masters Rocks, is dominated by one driver ahead above the rest. But that was not the case today. We had multiple drivers taking time at the front of the field, and eventually we actually had a 2-way battle for the lead that resulted in both leaders getting taken out. Michelle Aboisa and Scott Roberts. They actually rebounded, came from the tail end of the field mid-race, and drove back to the lead. Roberts ended up coming out on top over Aboisa for the Masters Max win, with Danny Robertson coming home in third. Rounded off our day with the Rotax Senior Max class presented by the Rollison Performance Group, and it also had a big pack out in front, 5 karts, with almost all of them taking a time at the lead. But Matias Ramirez and Austin Garrison had a tick more speed on the rest of the field, and after Garrison was shuffled back to second with Ryan Norberg, or beyond second with Ryan Norberg going to P2, Matias Ramirez got the advantage he needed to be able to come away with the win today. Norberg was able to hold on for second, with third place going to Samuel Lupien, going by Austin Garrison in the final turn, as Garrison gave up the inside lane to try and do a crossover on Norberg to take second to the line, and unfortunately it cost him, forcing the comp car driver down the order to 4th, with Arthur Least rounding out the top 5. Next up, it's the final stop for both the Rock Cup and Rotax Max weekends of the 2017 VCI Powered by AM Engines Florida Winter Tour presented by Fikse Wheels. We're wrapping things up here in Palm Beach, as you can see behind me, with everyone getting set to get back on the road. But we hope to see everyone in Ocala for the Ocala Grand Prix round, the 3rd and final stop of the Florida Winter Tour. For everyone here in the paddock, the MAXSpeed Entertainment officials, and our live broadcast crew, my name's Xander Clements, and I'll see you next time.